Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome to Game Dev Reviews with me, the Pied Piper. We're in a different setup. So usually I green screen and then I'm above. I'm thinking about moving away from green screen just because it takes up a lot of space and a lot of time, and lighting has to be perfect. You get it. So we're kind of playing around with it. Plus I got this cute little neon sign that has my name on it from Delia. So we have to show that off, and then I got more narwhals and stuff over there. So we're trying to figure it out, but hello, MCHS, welcome on in, my dude. Welcome to your first stream. Appreciate you being here. So before we begin, for those who have not been here, True Game Devs, we always start with a quick introduction brief, and we'll be going through this before each game. We start with an in-depth one at the beginning of the stream, and then we kind of go through like a basic one and then a little bit more at the end. So without further ado, hello again and welcome. So here's our agenda for the day. We'll be starting out with expectations for me, of the devs, and then grading criteria of our games, what we expect from the game, what we expect from the genre, my flagship game experience. We'll go over the schedule, we'll give that game a fair chance, we'll grade it, and then we're going to go over that. We'll do that 3 times today since we're doing 3 games, and then once we're done with all that and grading all 3 games, we will be rating over to a beautiful human being. So what you can expect from me: honest and candid feedback, suggestions to make your game better. So I'm not just going to be sitting here pooping on it. I'm also going to make sure that I'm trying to provide suggestions. Usually it's going to be in the frame of another game. So it's going to be like, hey, I like when this game did this. I think it's a better way to do it. Or I don't like this. I'd recommend changing it into something like this or that. I always offer my speedrun perspective. I've been speedrunning for over 6 years. I have over 80 submitted runs. I currently hold 6 world records. I have 30 categories verified, and I've performed at AGDQ 2025, which had a 60,000 average viewership. I'm currently a backup runner for Games Done Queer. Should we hoping that goes well. I'll give every game a fair attempt, which usually means if it's a demo, I'll play through the demo. If it's a full build, I'll usually give about an hour to 2 hours. If it's a roguelike, usually about 1, maybe 2 playthroughs. I offer a deep perspective on gaming. I've currently streamed over 130 games now on Twitch. I have over 1,000 achievements on Steam. I've been gaming for over 25 years, and then you'll always have access to this VOD over on YouTube at my VOD channel, and soon should be my main YouTube, because we're going to be moving stuff over there. If you guys are interested in my VODs, the link is in the chat, or you can check me out at Pied Piper, the Pied Piper VODs on YouTube. And then you'll always get access to the video game review toolkit, which we'll be going over here in a second. So here's what I expect from the devs. Please be patient. My schedule, I am limited. I work a full-time job on top of doing streaming and other things. And then I'm also doing a lot of stuff on the side. So I'm only able to stream new games in indie devs every Sunday. So please be patient. If you ask me to play your game, it's going to take a couple of weeks until I get there, maybe even months. Onyx, hello, welcome on in. Thank you for being here. GG's on that first. That was quick. You were locked and loaded, so appreciate being here. Please have humility and non-combatantness. We both want you to release a great product that is fun for everyone, so please remember my criticisms are of your game, not of your characters. Listen to my feedback. Take it if you want. Please do not try and argue. So basically, if the shoe fits, wear it. Remember, I'm just expressing my current experience, and then I can be giving that. The narwhal illustrations are so cool. Did you draw them yourself? I did not. So the beginning narwhal illustrations, I think I have a command for this. Maybe not. I can't remember. It's something like that. The original people I got it through, for a lot of them, was Awkward Bun, who you can check out. And then like this one here, this was done by Taco Remix. So Taco's actually releasing some cool stuff in the future, so keep an eye out for Taco Remix. So like, for example, if we do like the Pip2 Love and the Pip2 Gun in chat, you can click on either of those emotes, and the artists are credited, and you can check out their channel by clicking on them under the artist tag. Allison, hello, welcome on in, beautiful. Onyx says, here doing my therapy homework and saw the notification. Ah, very nice. I'm starting therapy next week, so I'll let you know how that goes. Communication. So communication, basically this is just saying, if you ghost me, I'm not going to play your game. It's a lot of words, but that's basically what that says. And then Tech Assist. Hey, thank you for the follow. All follows are anonymous, so if you guys want to lurk and hang out, no worries, you can stay anonymous, so appreciate you. How wonderful. And then tech assist, right? If the game breaks or we have any issues, please help me, help you, help me play the game, basically, right? Which is great. So how do we look at games over here? So we look at games in 4 categories. The first one being genre. So genre, basically, all that we're looking at, right, is core mechanics. So does the game's primary interaction match the genre? So platformers, precise, jumping, obstacles, vertical, horizontal, traversal, RPG, character progression, stats, narrative choices, quest systems, shooters, aim, projectile-based combat, reaction time, cover mechanics, things like that, right? Your player role, so like commander in RTS, hero in an action RPG, detective in a mystery game, right? Do we fit into what you have set us into? Does it make sense? Objectives and progression systems, does it fit into the genre? So if we're doing like a platformer, do we know what our objective is? Does it make sense? If we're doing a deck builder, things like that. If we're doing a roguelike or roguelite, what is our progression looking like? Are we unlocking things? Are we getting new guns? What are we doing? Things like that. And does that match with the genre in general? Enjoy your lurky turkey. Appreciate Yonix. Tone, theme, and atmosphere, pretty self-explanatory. And then expectations versus innovations. Did you just clone your favorite game and call it your own? Or have you like taken your favorite game and made it your own in its own way? We then look at art. So we're looking at style, consistency, visual identity, and originality. So both of those go hand in hand. One, does everything feel like it fits in? And then two, if you've ever heard of the like the Wordle version of Guess the Game, that is over at guessthe.game. It's a daily like challenge where they do 6 screenshots of games, and then you try and guess it. And so ideally what you would want is, when we're talking about your game, is that we could take your game in like 6 screenshots and any person would be like, I know exactly what game that is. So write that visual identity, originality. Readability and functionality, that's where we're really going to feel it while playing the game. This is probably where I'm maybe the harshest in grading, to be honest, because it should be very clear what I'm supposed to do. This is where we have a lot of issues with like foreground versus background versus player ground, working with that. World building, atmosphere, technical execution. So how difficult do we think the game was? Did you kind of like cut corners? Is there like polish missing? Stuff like that. Cohesion, and then emotional impact. So feeling what you want me to feel based on the art. Gameplay, core loop. So if it's a roguelike, do we die? Are we restarting every time? Things like that. Controls, responsive, self-explanatory. Challenge and balance. Is it fair? Like, I am going to review your game in the general consensus that basically any regular, like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, any child can play up your game. I think that we actually do really bad when we orient, like, games towards children specifically. Like, that's what, like, putt-putt's for. You know what I mean? We're talking AAA games. I don't think our focus should be on, like, the 7-year-old. You know what I mean? So when we're talking about challenge and balance, is it fair? Does it feel fair? Does every death feel like the player's fault? And does it feel accomplishable for what I would consider like the average gamer? And that's kind of where we're going to like put that perspective into it. Variety and depth, right? Does it get boring? Is it the same thing over and over again? Flow and pacing, and replayability. And then the last one that we do that I think is unique over to us is that speed runability. So is your game speed runnable? We'll claim that term. So that's going to be talking about movements, control, consistencies versus RNG. It's very hard to speedrun a game if it's 100% RNG. Glitches, skip, and tech. We can't really go super in depth in this during this, but the big thing that we're going to be talking about is tech. What tech means is like if you're like with platforming is like the easiest one. If you're like giving us certain abilities, it's like whether or not my ability to see how the community can take advantage of that. And somebody who's like speedrun platformers and things like that, I'm able to offer that unique perspective and show what I think would be possible. Routing. I've routed video games for speedrunning, so what's like, do choices exist is kind of the idea. And then difficulty, accessibility, is everybody gonna want to speedrun this? Is this gonna be a very specific community? Timing and categories I think is really big, like what are our versions, 100%, any percent, special, low percent, things like that. And then of course watchability, is your game fun and interesting to watch? So how do we grade this? We use the video game review toolkit. So this is a creation of my own that we use through Google Sheets. You can access it now via chat. So that is always available. That's going to always be available to you. And then we'll be able to go through and do all of that MCH, since this is a puzzle game stream, yeah, we're doing 2 puzzle games today. I'm not sure how much speedrun ability applies, at least with the one I spent. Yeah, we're gonna find out. It's gonna be interesting. I'm still gonna grade it and kind of like talk about it. We did another game last week or 2 weeks ago, and it's just like, and it's kind of cool, right? If like, I will say when we're talking like platformers and we're talking even roguelikes usually, or like top downs or shooters or anything, I definitely think that like speedrunners should be taken into perspective. Now, when it comes to like puzzle games, that's when we start getting into like meme runs a little bit, right? Where it's like, okay, like really it's just like, here's the game and then you do the thing, right? So we can talk about it. Everything is speed runnable. That's something that like, one, like we attempted to get the world record at pencil sharpening, right? Like there is a speed run for everything. One of the speed runs I'm currently considering doing, and we're gonna like figure it out, and like this is a little hints for the community. I think either Point Crow or Small Ant did it recently, and I think I want to do like a cooking stream. I'm gonna be honest, like I want to do a cooking stream. I think it'd be fun and interesting. I think I have like a good kitchen like setup for it now. And one of the things that exists for speedruns within that realm is the fastest baked cookies. So it's like you like bake cookies as fast as possible. It is insane. So like, yeah, so we'll talk about it a little bit. I will still give it a grade, but yeah, like I said, don't take it too into crazy. Speedrun cooking bake cake at 1000 degrees Celsius for 5 seconds. Yeah, exactly, basically. But no, it's like you start just with like all the dry ingredients, and then you got like mix the batter as quickly as possible, get it on, and then like do it. I think you get to have like the oven preheated and things like that, and then yeah, it's like basically like I don't know if cooking time goes into it. It might, which then like there's unfair advantages. But yeah, there's like crazy stuff out there. So we'll still look at it and like kind of talk about it a little bit. So what are we playing today? So the first game that we're going to be playing today is Puzletun. So this is how the dev describes it. It's a retro throwback puzzle adventure that challenges your timing and problem solving skills. So right, this is a retro puzzle timing game. It's like, it's got a lot of like nuances to it. So I was trying to like kind of figure out what kind of game this is and like what would make this game great. And this is what I came up with. So like simple, intuitive core mechanics. So anytime we're talking about puzzle games, you want the like base mechanic to be intuitive, make sense. And that's just like the base, right? And then you can grow on that. But like at the bare minimum, you need that to be simple and intuitive. That way, when you enter challenges for every single level, you kind of can inherently intuit what's supposed to happen. Then with it being like a timing challenge, like timing and rhythm based challenges need to be incorporated. So it's like, and what this really is going to build into, and I have it in here later, which is something that we really like, I really believe in, which is known as a low entry barrier, but a high skill ceiling. And what that means is that like your game, anybody can pick up, right? They're going to sit there and they're going to be able to play it and they're going to be able to beat up, but you have challenges and everything else that's going to make it for those like stronger players that really want to play it. So like having those timing and rhythm based, like not like rhythm, not like sound per se, but like where you come up with your rhythm, it's going to help you like have those people hit that timing really good. And then also with it being considered a timing game, hopefully we're able to see those challenges directly. All puzzle games need clear cause and effect. So like if I do this, what happens? Tight responsive controls, that's kind of our go-to for everything. Gradual difficulty curve. The biggest thing with puzzle games is, and we're going to hit this actually, is short addictive loops. So gradual difficulty curve and short addictive loops go hand in hand. You never want a player to be staring at your puzzle game for like an hour, like a level, right? Like you want them to like gradually get up. Like sure, it's going to be like, the first level takes 10 seconds and eventually like a level might take 5 or 10 minutes, but like at the end of the day, you should feel, it shouldn't go from like taking 10 seconds to taking 5 minutes. You need to like gradually fill up, and then you should feel like you're kind of like progressing and doing something throughout it. And then consistent identity, the game as you move throughout levels, it needs to still feel like level 50 needs to feel like level 1 in the same sense, right? So I think if you have all of these things, that's what makes a great retro puzzle timing game. And then also with consistent identity is, if we're going for that retro feel, you need that consistent like identity with its feeling, with its like visuals and everything else. As always, we do have a question of the day, which MCH has put in, which is, what is your go-to home remedy slash medicine when you start to feel sick? I'm asking that for y'all because I woke up kind of feeling sick, so I'm a little I got a little bit of like throat mucus thing going on, so you see me drinking like a lot of water during this stream, and I'll probably make some tea at some point, probably in between like games 1 and 2 or 2 and 3. And MCH says that the correct answer to this question of the day is, of course, sleep, which, yeah, of course, getting rest is the most important thing. Take the time to get better, he says, as they actively stream on Twitch. So what do I think is the flagship of this genre? So there's two kind of, right? So when we're talking about like puzzle timing, and then when we're thinking about puzzle, is like, there's two that I really think go hand in hand. And one is Tetris, and the other is Baba Is You. So Baba is mentioned, yes. So right, Tetris, we're talking about like, right, rhythm, pacing, puzzle solving, like, it starts easy, gradually grows up, you have a core mechanic, you understand it, right? So like, I think when we're talking about timing and puzzles, Tetris came to mind. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been playing Tetris since Game Boy Color. I'm not great. Delia, who will be here later, Delia has like 1,000 hours on Tetris 99, and we'll be like, I haven't played in like 6 months, and then we'll like hop on and like get first on it. It is insane. It is wildly impressive. But I have some experience with like Tetris 99 Attack and some other like games like that. And then Baba Is You, which Baba is what I do consider very much so today's like flagship of puzzle games. I do mention a different one for the other games that we'll be going over later, which is Opus Magnum, which I'll talk about once we're going through that game for Hexadecimal. But yeah, so I've put 21 hours in Baba Is You. I've unlocked all the worlds. I only have 5 out of 18 achievements. So like, I'm still like, haven't beat it per se. I've just like unlocked everything. I have a lot of levels left. But Baba Is You is very much one of those games that like, it is like from the beginning, you understand the game. Baba Is You. It's in the title. You move it. That core consistency, that core identity. You can take a screenshot out Baba, and it comes out. I think it's a great game. I really do think it is like when we're talking puzzle games, that's what people are going to like kind of expect, and that's kind of going to be how I'm going to reference and frame. That's the word. Reference and frame my recommendations or my experience, right? That's Hexadecimal, which we'll be going over later. And the other game that we'll be going over later is Theralight. So, spoilers. For the calendar and schedule, this is our last stream of October, which is crazy. We made it all the way through October. We are doing 3 games today. Because Theralite's only a demo. So here's kind of like how this goes, right? We play an average of 2 games per stream. That's 2 full builds and like 1 demo is usually how I'm going to do this if we have 3 games on here. So when you see like some days we have like 2 and some days we have 3, ideally it'd be like 1 full build and 2 demos, kind of. So it all depends, but we'll never do 3 full builds. At most, like if you're like, hey, I have a demo, because demos in our experience have only taken like 30 minutes usually. Maybe a little bit longer. We've kind of like thrown those on and like moved on. So that's kind of like where my like how this goes. And so if you are interested in me doing a game, please let me know how long you think, and that can like help me plan it, and it might help you get on the schedule earlier. But we're basically booked out through November. We have 3 games almost every single week because I've like kind of been more open to that. And so we have a lot of stuff in there. And then just so everybody's aware, with the schedule, next weekend is Games Done Queer, October 31st, November 1st, November 2nd, which is happening from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. every day Central European time. So noon to midnight. Noon to midnight Eastern time, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Central European time for those. With that, I am on the backup runner list with an availability of basically 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. every day of that week. So if somebody drops out or anything, which would be unfortunate, and I get called up to be a backup runner, there is a chance that will be during my normal stream time, and as such, I will not be able to stream. If that happens, then we'll just push everything back 1 week. So that way everybody's aware. So like Animal Survivor, Plinkett Idol, Messy Hearts and stuff will get kicked down 1. And then, like, as always, if you're interested in me reviewing your game, email me at thepipepiper.twitch@gmail, Discord, the Pipe Piper, YouTube, the Pipe Piper Shorts, and the Pipe Piper VODs, or over at Instagram at Cosplaying Cars. You can also always join the Narwhal Pod Discord, where we have dedicated channels to things like roguelike, MOBAs, and more by going to https://discord.narwhalpod.org. And without further ado, let's start playing Puzletun, and then we'll go over other games. MCH says, Opus Magnum Mention. I actually only played it after starting development of Hexadecimal. My main inspiration was Space Chem. Interesting, because you do mention Space Chem in your itch page, which I have not played. Hello, yes. This is not actually hidden, funny enough. I have not played that, so definitely kind of like curious in that a bit. All right. What's the deal here? Hello. Welcome on in. Wow, that worked perfectly. Alright. Let's start with game control. Alright, how's the volume all? We good? Welcome to Puzletun. I hope you got your chores done. Alright. Oh. Okay. It has... Okay, so it... Why is that spacing different? That's weird. There's a space between level space 1, but there isn't there. That's odd. You can't see it real quick. Volume seems good. Sweet. I can't use D-pad, which I'm a D-pad heavy. We can use joystick, but it's all right. All right. Okay. This is ZA. Oh, we have like a little sword thing. Okay. Okay. Did I die? Can we hold it? Oh, okay. What? Oh, we cannot hold it. Okay. Interesting. I think something that this game's already missing, and I hate to like... Oh, we can turn around. Okay. Is turn counts. Should be, because I think, right, that would add to the challenge where it's like, you do, well, because it would be cool is, I do like the pacing. Okay, I need to start taking notes. I do this every week and I forget. Alright, so this is Puzletun. Let me take my notes. That way we can put them into a video game review toolkit at the end. Oh yeah, this is fine. Alright, so some notes we're just going to take real quick. For Puzletun. Only one Z, which always throws me off. Min moves. And counter, because I think if what you did was at the end of each level, now it does come at the cost of pacing, which then does like help with speedrunning, but I do think having the min moves available with your counter, like if you put your counter, what happens when I click out of this? Does it freak out? Probably. Oh, it like disappears when I click out of it. Interesting. But if you put like 1, 2 every time I move in like one of these corners and like a white pixely showing like, hey, you moved like this amount, I think that like creates a replayability, because then you're like, oh, I want to do better. Then you can do like a, whoa, can I just kill him? Oh, nice. Was that bad though? Because then you can scoring system, because then you can like have like stars and stuff to unlock new levels or like interesting things. Okay. Did they kill each other? They did not. Interesting. Okay. All right, now we've had to have some thoughts. Ah, you should let me hold this. Trying to time, I guess that's why it's a timing game. I think holding would be a bit better. Because I feel like, oh no, that's death. All right. Oop, oop, oop. Nope, that's death. That's like my default. My brain wants to do that every time. Okay. No, no, okay. Oh, it does help that... I don't know why, I was trying to hold right. Okay, now we gotta kill these guys. Oh! Never mind, that's why there's timing. Okay, I understand why there's timing now, because you can attack things while moving. Okay. Are they gone forever? Oh, that's nice. Hub ads? It's not a hub ad. If you haven't heard, fivecalls.org is a great website. It links you up with like the current problems. I actually do highly advocate for this. Fivecalls.org is a website that gives you like all of your, if you're in the US, which I'm not, but I vote in the US. So, but in the US, it gives you all of your representative phone numbers, and it gives you like a list of like problems and things that are currently like on the Senate and Congress docket. And it gives you like some information about them, then you can like do everything else. But of course, like if you want to be a hot girl, like you should call your reps. Because it's funny. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, we killed 2. That's good to know. That's kind of cool. Let's kill this guy real quick. Okay. Nice. Oh, jeez. Gotta get over into that corner. Can I just stab into it? No. Okay, there we go. Oh, I don't like this. What are the lore implications of our murders in this game? How does this affect the Greenland economy? I don't know. Right? Who are these people? That's weird that they're like off. Alright. There you go. Hold on. We're like really zooming through right now. Okay. I don't like this because I think that means I see. So he can kill me. That's the point of it. Okay, now they make sense. So now we go like this. But then this stabs under. That's why they're slightly off. Okay. That's smart. Oh, oof. Alright, and all the way back. Nice. Okay. Oops. You can kill that guy real quick. I wasn't facing the right way. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, that like set it off. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. So yeah, because we stab under them. I didn't quite realize that that's what was going on. Oh, if we fly off, we die too. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, we killed both of them. Okay. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay. Alright, if we go up, we die. Nice. Okay. Oh. I thought it would kill me. Okay. Interesting. I don't like how happy they are to, like, die. That's death. The guys that, like, mirror you are sad about death. The other guys, not so much. Okay, we're back here. Nice. Okay. I gotta, like, remember that you can, like, stab halfway through. Oof. Whoops, I was not really paying attention, I'm gonna be honest. Okay. Oof, I did it again. Question, you asked at a first date, so how do you feel about death? Are you, I haven't been on. Questions you ask at first dates. Who's asking this? Me or they ask me? Oh, I see, right? Are you a smiley guy? Are you a this? Wait, there's no real smiley guys, or are you that? I don't recommend that for a first date question. All right. So we got 2 of them. I think this is our goal, is to get as, like, many as possible to, like, fly off. Oh, maybe not. Oh, that was interesting. So they, like, lined up. Yeah, probably not advised. Yeah. Oh? Oh, these are interesting. Oh, how weird. So sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Okay. Oh god. We can just do this. There we go. I was off on timing. Those are a little confusing. I don't know if they're... Oh. That was too fast. How weird. Oh, I made him come at me and then killed him. That was pretty good. No, I see them. Because can I not get them? Oh, are we... No. Oh. Hmm. I don't know how I feel about that. That's death. Oh, crap. There we go. Interesting. Interesting that it put us in a situation where you'd have to... I don't know what that box is. It freaks me out. Okay, it's just a death box. Oh, but they can go through it. Interesting. Oh, twofer. Hmm. Oh, oh, oh. No, that's not quite right. There we go. Where are we going? Wait, what are we doing? Oh, they're hiding. Oh, that was clever. Okay. All right. Okay, we killed that guy. Oh. Oh, crap. That scared me. I actually was not paying enough attention to realize that. Okay. Now we're just left to this guy again. How do we kill this guy? That was dumb. Okay. Hmm. There we go. Haha! That's interesting. Oh, okay. Violent video games have left us desensitized to the ruthless slaughter of 100%. 100%. We're excited when they fly off into nothingness. It was weird to see, oh my god. I'm not gonna talk too much on this, but, the whole, violent video games re-entering the chat. Like, I don't remember the last time, like, I remember that being, like... Because that was the forefront of the conversations through, like, the early 2000s. And so it's like, I really felt like we as, like, a culture or a community had, like, moved away from that conversation. And so it's so wild. Interesting. See, why does it do that to me? What are we supposed to do here? Oh, I guess be smart. I can still kill him. So then for them to be like, oh, violent video games have like re-entered the chat, and then they're like, and everybody's like, yeah, he's playing this violent video game. And it's like, oh, what video game did he play? And it was Among Us. And it's like, really? That's the game? The game that everybody played during the pandemic? That's the game? Okay. Playing the assassin video game Among Us. It was mind-blowingly, like, dumb. I was like, wow. Huh, how do we get this guy? Did I, like, miss him earlier? No. Oh! That's how we get him, my god. I was there. Oh. And the video games argument doesn't work because everyone plays video games and knows not all video games and everyone's heard the arguments. Yeah. There's been so many articles on it that's like it's not what's doing it, you know? It's like there's 1,000 other things. But also, it's like, I think it, like, the crazy thing, too, is that it's just, like, become, like, video games are bad. And you're like, you think Stardew Valley is, like, creating crazy... I mean, maybe that is the game. I knew what I was doing, and then, like... And it's like, oh, I can make him come down here, and then, like, forgot to kill him. Not good. Oh, he was... I thought he was invisible. Okay, he's dead. That's even better. Nice. Nice. Oh, oh god. Oh, wow. These guys are wild. D-Face has entered the chat. Oh, you, but I played 5 minutes of Hex one time and 3 days later I was drinking crying. Yeah, exactly. Oh, even if they're shielded, we can't land on them. Okay. I don't know why I thought we could. I was not tracking that guy at all, to be honest. What do I do then? Oh, I just gotta kill him. I'm being dumb. Okay. Nice. Whoa, okay. Not good at keeping track when those are gonna be solid and not solid. I was kind of lucky. Nice. Okay. How many levels does this have? That'd be kind of nice too. Showing level number in each one. I would also say maybe like having like honestly all that you need to do is like change colors, because like I'm at the point where what we've been playing for probably 20-30 minutes. I'm hitting the point where I'm like, what kind of progress am I making? You know what I mean? Like I didn't like, if we start off with like, if the start menu actually being like with a level select, start menu as level select, that way you can like see, and then I do worlds, and those will be associated with colors, and then basically like every time we've entered like 1 to 2 enemies would be like a new world, because like we're hitting the point where it's like, all right, how long is this gonna go, where like it goes back to variety and depth. But like, yes, we're getting new enemies. My feeling of progression has not necessarily improved. And that's important. Really? I feel weird about these, I feel a little, like I kind of get it, but I feel a little weird by the fact that we can, like get stuck in these unwinnable circumstances. Best ways to improve, but then I'd be such all the things I did in my game. Oh god. Yeah, that's fair. Oh god. I went a completely different way. I think we're gonna end up soft locking this level again. Doing that. Oh wow, that is weird. Okay. I think we have to kill that guy. Okay. We chose that guy instead of... Oh god, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm just dead. Goodbye, cruel world. Okay, so we go here. Oh god, there we go. Ugh. Sometimes it's hard for my eyes to like see how this works. Okay, we have a teleporter. Interesting. The teleporter looks a lot similar like that other block. Yeah, it's cool. Okay, yeah. Yeah, like those levels, I really like those. Like the tech entry levels, those are really cool. But they should be a different color. Or something, you know what I mean? That should be like... Oh, that's so cool. What? I was attacking. Every X amount of levels, a new piece of tech, maybe color change, music. Yeah! Yeah, music too. Good call. I would say an option shall hold. I don't think it's necessary to... I think it's nice that you don't have to hold. An option to hold would be nice, because I don't know why I'm dying there. Something weird's like, I really don't. Do I have to hit it after going through the... Sure. Why do some levels... Where's this gonna take us? Okay. That was silly on my part. And when all the enemies die, oops, then others oh, can't go that way. Oh, that was scary. All right. It's hard to tell, like, I honestly don't know, like... I tried to do something dumb. I tried to, like, kill two in one go. If, Like, is that a teleporter or is that one of the hiding blocks? Because they feel very much the same. I'm not stuck? Okay. I was kind of lucky, I'm gonna be honest, because I last minute changed directions. Yeah, okay. I could tell I was, like, entering a problem. Ooh, nice, okay. I think that guy's stuck alive again. I don't think I'm... Oh, no, those are death blocks. Yeah, I think also maybe, like... Some of the blocks start, like, kind of... You get confused what they are. They're not intuitive, because it's like... I'm looking at this, and I'm like... And it's like... I forget which one do. Like, that one should just have crossbones on it, honestly. If touching it kills me, just put crossbones. So I think you've, like, evolved past, like... Well, it should be... Crossbones. The teleporter one should have, like, the, it's like the whirl, like the drop, you know? Like, ends up making it hard. Yeah. I think the dev really wanted their fast-paced time puzzle, but the time makes thinking harder, and the puzzle makes the levels less fast-paced. I haven't played the game though, so I'd love to hear what you have to say when you're done. So the lack of color palette and low-res sprites making it hard to make unique-looking obstacles. Yeah, I think the thing about it that's interesting is I do think that this is a game that's actually like ideal for speedrunning in some ways. In the sense that like I think that it's what ends up turning into in a good way actually, which is that there is a like low entry barrier where it's like, okay, that guy's still alive. I didn't even realize that was an enemy. Okay, that's death there, so. Because of like puzzle part of it. But it doesn't really do that well, is kind of the problem. Oh god, great. Because it ends up being like the timing's required, which is hard. And then there's really nothing encouraging you. It'd only be speedrunners that'd be doing this fast. Because there's no timer either. I think adding a timer could be cool. It's either gotta be a timer or a minimum. But I think adding a timer would encourage your fast pace without having to make it where like the timing portion's required. And you could honestly do like two things. You could either do it based off of moves and timing, and then offer some sort of reward system. So we're talking like trophies and medals and things, and those can unlock cool stuff. Like maybe this guy can get hats or something, I don't know. Or like, these guys have a hairdo, why can't our main bad enemy get a hairdo, you know what I mean? Maybe give enemies a red tint, platforms on player a blue tint, non-harmful a green tint. Yeah, I don't necessarily think everything in each level needs different coloring. I think a lot of it, I don't mind the full green palette per se. Really, dude. Okay, missed those two. So I think we gotta get those early. Okay, okay. Because I think that might make it have like too much going on. Maybe. Here we go. I say sometimes I do have like some issues telling the enemies, but I do think like they're like dull fade makes it not too bad. What are we doing here? How do I get over there? I don't know. Okay, how do we get this guy now? There we go. Oh god, now I still gotta get to the... Okay. Because I think, like, overall, there's, like, a clear difference because the enemies' outlines are different. So I think they make them a little bit clearer. But I think, like, these guys, like, I can't remember, like, these guys right here. I think these are the death blocks. Just a little weird that you put one in the center, but like if you just made these like a crossbone or like a skull alone, it would make it a lot easier to tell. Or honestly, a little bit of animation. A little bit of animation would go really far. You make these like red on the outside only, where it's got like, where it looks like it's gonna explode, like red and white or red and black, where it's like pulsating a bit. That would like make, I think that's the other thing. I think you could use some animation. Some of this would be cool. And then honestly, to help make your enemies stand out, you could probably give them some sort of micro animations. I don't know, winking. Maybe just like general like breathing kind of things. I think it would be more, but I think it would like kind of give it like that little bit of nice polish, you know? There's a lack of knowing how many levels there are or what level you're on, so main menu. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I think like yeah, it's definitely yeah, with there's a lack of knowing how many levels there are 100% or what level you're on. So maybe a menu with level X, Y along with, yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. That's why I have it written down. Like, definitely, I think like instead of the start menu just being like level whatever, it should be a level select. And then like as you look at it, kind of like what Biz is, which is a game that I speedrun. I might just show that off because I think that'd be good. I think like Baba is used like not a bad menu to look at either. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, I think like, yeah, honestly. And then, or like, and then it depends because then you can create world a bit. Oh, right. It's one of these guys. Okay. Does that kill us if we're in it? No? Okay. Okay. Maybe a mode, maybe a hard mode, honestly, where then it has it where you have to do the timing, where it is a no hold option. Because you do want to think about accessibility as well, and I think that's an important thing. Also, I'm curious what this game like looks like to a colorblind, like a red-green colorblind person. Like, there's a way to put that in. Because then it's like, because that's also like a concern on like how does this look, you know, and then like how does it, that kind of gets it hard. Whenever I see a game with one looping track, I wonder where the music came from. Yeah, I mean, we could do this. Let's see. Let's see if it's... Let's see here. This is saying that this is Ryan Teague, choral in A minor. Let's see if that's right. You mentioned because I have a colorblind friend, so I had a color. Oh, nice. Yeah. It's important. Accessibility is important. Game devs unfortunately overlook it a lot. Sure. I think the game being open is like locked up where everything is. Okay, this is taking too long. All right, let's do this. Let's see. Let's see if Shazam was correct in its estimate. I don't think it's right. Shazam was incorrect. Heads up, everybody. Ads are incoming. We do ads so that new friends can join without getting pre-rolls, because pre-rolls suck. We want new friends just to be able today. Shazam failed me the other day. It's kind of been failing me a lot, to be honest. I'm really curious in, like, how it comes up with these other songs. Just found no match. Oh, yeah, I've had that happen a few times, too. It's quite unfortunate. I'm sure it's a real song. Yeah. Google Assistant has its own Shazam equivalent as well. Oh, crap. I didn't see those other ones for some reason. I was hitting the things. I'll send it to you. Okay. You want me to post it on the Reddits? I could never find that Barbie game. That Barbie song or whatever we were looking for. Internet let us down. Oof. Yeah, rip the Barbie memory. Rest in pride. Somebody randomly posted up on one of mine like 6 months after I posted to, and they're like, "Hey, your sound link is no longer valid." I just want to know if it sounds familiar to you. Okay, sounds good. Because it was like, and I was like, dude, we've been doing this for like how long? Like absolutely wild. I'm curious if I quit, if it'll tell me how many levels there are. Because we do have 3 games to get through today. One of them is a tutorial. So, I'm hoping that one's, or a demo, I mean. I don't think I just dropped. Yep. That's why the bot's talking about stuff. Book stuff for Christmas. Nice. And he gave update from the Pied Piper's chat. MCHS Productions is dropping design wisdom, suggesting a snazzy level select screen and color-coded aesthetics for clarity. They're pondering the balance of fast-paced puzzles and need for more musical variety. Meanwhile, What's the Dealia mourns a Shazam fail and seeks solace in the Pied Piper's ear for elusive tunes. Stay tuned for more insights and laughs. They will choose a heck ton of miles. Nice, that's good, I'm glad. Okay, how do we get over there? Okay. Yeah. Nice. Like, how many levels have we done? How many levels are left? And saved over 300 bucks. Nice. Whoops, he had his defenses on. Ah! He appears after you move. Ah! New sharpest tool, nice. Is this an AI generated summary? It is. AI sad. Yeah, it's from Frosty Tools. They do a bunch of stuff like that. It helps keep some engagement. That's where the quizzes come from too, I think, but those are from like a database. It keeps it a little fun and interesting. How do we get over there? If I hit right, I'm dead. So we gotta get down here. That's really what we gotta do. We gotta move down here. Means we need to like be... How do we... Which means we gotta get here? The first time that I've actually had like a chin scratcher, I'm just like, I'm not sure what to do. Oh, there we go. We got there. Sometimes you just gotta keep trying stuff. Ah, one way. Nice. Yeah, see, you got arrows. These make sense. That's interesting. There we go. Oh, one ways are always except one. Yeah, exactly. Which is interesting. Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you're on YouTube watching this as a VOD, feel free to leave us your go-to home remedy medicine in the comments. I knew Delia. Delia is sync. They swear by it. Okay, we were here earlier, and that's where we messed up. Cool. Where are we? Okay. Maybe opening animation. That way it's easy to see where we are. I hope I can read my own notes. Burb. Sounds good. These are teleporters, right? This is the teleporter, so we're gonna go there. Okay. Okay, we can still kill him there. That's cool. That's a death block. Oh god, that scared the heck out of me. Okay. Nice. Okay, now we gotta get over there. Uh-huh. I think we gotta use the teleporter, actually. Okay. No, how are we gonna use the teleporter? That made no sense. Oh, yeah. Like this. Oh god, I forgot I couldn't go back up. Gosh darn it. I think we just went in a loop again. Okay. Nope, that'd be death. Okay. Oh god! I just want to just like go back. Does this game have a level editor? It does not. I see people suggest that in like a lot of games often. I don't necessarily like I don't think every game needs a level editor for like every person to be able to do, you know? I do see like why it's advantage, but I always feel like those games, one, because you're talking about like, one, like is a level editor useful? Oh, that's death if I go back now. Without like a server, and then it's like now you're talking like up, like, because then it's like now you want to host it and then like have other people play it, and I feel like the like overhead for that is just so extreme. I've seen it on a lot of games. Not just like while playing like these, but like you see it on Steam semi-often. Crap. Oh wait, there we go. Did we do it? Oh wait. Now we've done it. Where are we going? Okay. Where does this teleporter go? Okay. Teleporters could probably be colored. They're same. That way it's like clear. Also, I think like, I don't know, something except this black background. Just like a little bit of animation. Even if it's like little star animations might make it a little bit more better. My game is leveler, and you can share levels by copying levels as strings. You can do it without networking, just piggybacking off RA. Oh, nice, yeah. That's good to know. Yeah, we'll take a look at it. Yeah, because I'm like, I do Mario Maker content on YouTube still, but I actually started most of my stream on Mario Maker 1 back in like 2019, and I got really interested into Twitch actually, because of game, welcome back, because of Games Done Quick, but then also Mario Maker, because I got really into Mario Maker because of like Game Grumps playing Rubber Ross's levels. And then I was like, man, this looks so cool and everything, and I like went out and bought a Wii U and the game, and then I started making levels. I'm like, well, I need people to play my levels, so I found Twitch, and then became a Mario Maker streamer, and then was like pretty big during Mario Maker 2 because I'd been around the community long enough, which was nice. And then got into Mega Man Maker for a while. That's like indie devved. God, that scared the heck out of me. And now it's just that one guy. And now the exit. The exit needs a sound. I'm running out of room. Probably only gonna do this for like another 15 minutes. Oops. My first game was Plants vs. Zombies, and I was always sad that I didn't have a level letter. I bought Geometry Dash strictly for that, and now a decade later I feel obligated to make level letters for my games. That's valid. What do you mean your first game? Like, that's the first game you ever played? That's wild. My little brother was really into Plants vs. Zombies when it first... I was hitting the button when it first came out, and then I got into it. That's like, I was blown away by like how big that game got, because it was just like a silly little like basically app game. Yeah, when I was that game made me feel old. Come on, mate. You are old. Shush. It's only true if you believe it to be true. That's a death block, so we can't do that. Oh god. Yeah, we can do that. Nice. I was there. Alright, I feel old too. I have very much Undertale around anyone younger than me. Practically deceased. That's my Discord name. Exactly, I'm practically deceased now. Alright, we got him. Okay. That scared the heck out of me. I wasn't ready for that one. We gotta get off this pattern real quick. There we go. Nope, we're back into it. Crap. Oh god. There you go. There's probably a better way to do that, but sometimes you... Oh my god. See, like in this, like where are we? Oh crap, god, these one-ways really confuse me. Alright, so like the one-ways design, right? Let's talk about these. These, all you need to do is like change the outline to like a wall or something here. Like don't make it all the same, but like make this like gray or something, and then make these like good, you know, like I don't know, the green's fine I guess, or like make them clear or something, you know what I mean? Like, or like do something. Yeah, don't, you might be predicting the future. We're gonna find out. Yeah, so I would say that the one ways need some design upgrade too. We call them one way, but I guess they're really three ways. All right, oh! Yeah, I misread those one ways. We can't go that way because we'll die. Oh, I'm stressed out now. Oh, yeah. Or an exclamation point one way with the Boolean not operator. Yeah. That's good. Oh, remember when Google used to Boolean proper? Those were the days. When Google was a tool. Aha! Oh god, I didn't look all the way. That was kind of terrifying. Okay. Oh, there was actually a thing that existed? What do you mean? Remember when the internet was separate? Oh god! I bumped the controller. I died on the last guy. I died on the last guy. I told you. I told you, you predicted the future. Oh crap, I misread that. Whoops. Okay. Oh god, I did not see that properly. Alright, there we go. Alright, now how do we get this guy again? There we go. Oh! Roll a star on the mind for not rage queen. This level should be the second dictionary definition of tedious. That's good. God, when was the last time? We've rage quitted only a handful of times. I have like a lot of patience for a lot of games. That's my biggest thing. There are times, I have a feeling this is gonna be the common thing. My biggest thing is when it comes to fair, and it's like if my death feels unfair, I kind of rage quitted Silk Song earlier. Not like today, but a couple weeks ago. And that was because then I did some Googling and learned that I hadn't like upgraded jack crap. And I had like tons of upgrades and stuff available to me, and I just was not using them. And yeah, that was, you know, I played no spoilers. All right. Yeah, so I'm working on the last part of the game now. So, but it hasn't been too bad. I do like Hollow Knight more. It also like blows me away that like there's times when like I like there's cutscenes, like when the cutscenes show, I'm like, okay, this makes sense why it took like 7 years because they're gorgeous. But then there's other times I look at that game and like, this took 7 years. There's a lot of times because it feels so much like Hollow Knight that it really just feels like, it feels like Majora's Mask to Ocarina. Well, I have to go this way. At least get this guy in the meantime. That's death. Okay. That's death, so I have to go this way. Sometimes it's just about paying attention, like, oh yeah, we're back here. Okay. Crap. Okay. This one's definitely harder than the last one. Come on, man. I hit the button. Yeah, you really need that hold on. Whoops. Enjoy your lurky turkey. Doing that earlier. If I attack, so I am attacking before I move because I'm doing, oh, you mean the one guy? Yeah, probably. Because then I don't have to attack both. I'm trying to do both. That might be a good move, actually. That's death. Where are we? What are we doing? Oh, God! That went way further. I was not, like, planning on going that far for some reason. I can do this, too. Okay. Now what? Oh, now what? Is this... Down's death, right's death, left. Okay. One ways messed me up. Or honestly, the one ways, You can just leave them borderless the other two ways. I think that'd actually make the most sense. I'm dead again. Yep. There's no way to... Nice. Oops, I did not... I don't know what I was thinking there. We'll get him eventually. Okay. Right. Oh, I didn't think. It's also, yeah, because what ends up happening too, the hard part is like you end up in these like areas sometimes where it's like you end up having to like redo this whole like puzzle portion all because like you missed an attack earlier. It's like if I missed that, like I would have had to get back there, or I would have had to do like something different. This is death. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. That always feels bad. When you're definitely dead. Oh, I could have killed him. Whoops. Oh, I'm dead again. Oh no, we're good. Nice. Nice. Your idea worked. I didn't think we were going through that. I don't know why. Okay. Whoops. Alright, we're gonna give this... Yeah, I'm gonna give this 3 more minutes then. Which is honestly more than I necessarily should have given. Just because of stream timing. There we go. Oh god, am I dead again? No, we're alright. We're gonna beat this level and then... Nice. Yeah. That's a pretty good hour. Yeah. All right. How do we get over there? Oh, cup! Nope. Alright, so let's look around. What settings do we have? Volume, sound effects, okay. And levels. Wow. Yeah, this is not a good level system. Rage quit. Yeah, we just hit like that time. We hit that time, I'm like... That's what... Yeah, that's not a good level system. Okay. And there's no quit. And there's a death counter. Okay, that's it. Oh, that's what home meant. Okay. You misspelled delete. And then also... Okay. Yeah. I also don't know if that colon's necessary. It also creates like an unevenness when you have a colon here, but then no colon here. And when you use a number here and then a word here. Yeah. I'm going to show you how we do this. Interesting. Interessante. So all games get a official grade and review. Why is Chrome being dumb? Because it's Chrome. That's not what I want to do. There we go. Okay. Just pulling it up real quick. There's 2 songs because you have the menu song too. Yeah, I have no idea how much is left of that game, which makes it like very daunting. Come on. Google Sheets is taking forever to load. Ooh. There we go. Are you obsessed with music now? Nah. Oh, Chrome. Why are you being dumb? All right. Sweet. All right. This is the video game review toolkit. This is how we grade all of our games. So this is our master rubric. Then we're going to make a quick duplicate. You can have access to this, and it will stay available for your game as well. So what was the name? This was Puzletun. Puzletun. All right. 1Z. I feel like that's a mistake. All right. Art style and consistency. I would say it's clear and very consistent, but it does have issues, but that goes into the next part. So honestly, like consistency, identity, everything with that, I think it is going to be instantly recognizable. I think it's very consistent. I don't think that there's any times they're like kind of crazy off with it. But I will say, because we don't really have an ability for to put this anywhere else, with the menuing things that we called out, I'm going to make this a 4, and then we'll like demonstrate that in the notes. Readability, this is like a 3. That's mostly because of like the enemies, like the one-ways being a little confusing, forgetting what all the boxes do, and them all looking very similar, not inherently knowing what they do. Atmosphere, world building, honestly, like there's really no world building, so it's kind of just like it's all there. Like it needs some background. That's what it really needs. I wrote that down, that like plain black background, and like it doesn't really like build on it. This one will go down to like 2 because you're like kind of missing, like it's not necessarily relevant for this type of game, but some of it is, and we'll go into that. And then technical execution, I think it's competent. I think there's some polish missing, and most of that polish is going to be in animations, and we'll go over that when we do our comments. Core loop engagement, I think at the end of the day, it's not quite to the highly satisfying loop, but it's definitely past that functional. It hits that point. MCHS said in chat where it's like an hour really flew by. Like we put a lot of time. It moves fast. It does really good, which is really good. But it is missing some of those things that help make it addictive, like minimal moves available, actual feeling of progression, things like that that help you build into it, that makes it make sense. So those like kind of are hurting it. Control responsiveness. Overall, it's above adequate. It's not perfect, and it's really because of the timing thing. I do think having that hold option would change this immensely. Challenge and balance. Yeah, I think overall like it grows. And then it does have some issues in it. And then variety and depth, this is where it's hurting the most, is in that variety, because it does like, yeah, you're adding enemies but nothing else, so it like ends up like really churning into just feeling like repetitiveness, and like, okay, another fully green level with the same guys. Oh, there's one added, and then there's only like one level, and then you just kind of like feed into this thing over and over and over again. That makes it hard. When we're talking about like a puzzle game versus like what this is, and it like the mechanics loosely align, and like because you are in a competitive state, between this like timing thing, which I think's really unnecessary. I would ditch your timing idea, like kind of, because like I do think that timing exists in like when you're paying attention to enemies, but that's really in movement. That's not necessarily a timing thing. So this like having to do it just like with the like with the spear thing's kind of unnecessary. It does make it a little interesting, like those levels where it goes under, but overall it's like it really just ends up hurting the gameplay and like takes away from your puzzle building and into like beating level into like this weirdness. Like player role and objective, like I really like, we're just a dude getting through, like I think it's acceptable, it's like it's fine. And then progression, this is where like you're really missing again. And then atmosphere for like within a puzzle game, I think because of where the menuing is, the like ability to like do better, everything like that, I think you're like missing a bit. And we'll go over that in comments. And then when we're talking about speedrun, I do think 100% that like people could get movement down really good on this. There's no RNG from what I can tell. There's definitely some tech where, not really, let's be honest, is there actually tech and skips? Probably not. I don't think that there's going to be. I think like everything kind of runs how it is. I guess like the tech's going to be really is like when you're zooming by how many you get. So, right, I'm already arguing with myself because that's right now how it's set up. There are times when you actually like, you could do it quicker, but you can't or you don't inherently. So that's like where it is. And then routing and optimization, your goal is to get through. It's going to be mostly linear. There might be a few like debates in that. But overall, like the game is very playable. It's very like there 78 in this. Like I think my highest I've ever given, just like set like everybody's expectations, like an 81. So like 78's like very good for where we're at. So the notes that we have, we're gonna start like, let's start with like positive a little bit. So game is very enjoyable and easy to learn. I really like the new tech introduction levels. Unfortunately, since you probably don't have that speed running, that's probably gonna kill it. So we'll talk about it a little bit and see what's possible. I really like the new introduction levels. Early consistency in menu changes would be great. Early consistency issues in menuing, i.e. stage 1. Stage 1. To embody the genre better. Yeah, this is gonna write off because that's what it does. It's gonna loop at the end. To embody the genre better for level selection, do not use a rolling counter. Use a grid system. To encourage quick movement or puzzle solving, recommend adding a turn + action counter that is available for display on level selection, and the active counter is displayed on each level with a minimum listed. This encourages replayability and forces users to make smarter moves. If you add a timer, it encourages speedrunning and users to truly master the tech. If you have both, you can encourage both. Sort of metal system, and then potentially hidden unlockable, potentially unlockable levels at the end requiring X amount of medals. This encourages replayability and users to have a goal to aim towards. The game feels endless right now with no change in levels minus some enemy additions, and there is no clear end. Having a level grid that shows all levels lets players know how long the game is for. I just realized that the 81 you mentioned was 81 points, not percent. No, it's 81%, so which is like a 65, I think, or maybe it was. Is there one that has an 81? I don't remember. I don't have them all listed. Oh yeah, that's an 8. Forza Fates has 66 and 82. That's really good, actually. 82 for Blink. That one was pretty good. Yeah, that one was a little rough. I ended up not even like finishing that one, which I kind of... Oh, Hack and Climb is 68 at 85. That one was really good, actually. Oh, and then Stab Jack. Stab Jack was really good too at 69. So yeah, I guess 85% is our big, is our winner. So 69 points. That's easy to remember. Yeah, this is yeah. So I'm just playing Game Chops. Because the nice thing about Game Chops is it's provided by them, the world's first record label dedicated to video game remixes and cover songs. They license all the video game compositions, use their music, and release their tunes all tunes on Creative Commons. So yeah. All right. How long the game is. Never mind. All right, cool. I think we've covered that a lot. Recommend adding level number should be displayed on each level. Recommend breaking. How many levels do we get through? Like 78 or something? More than that? It felt like a lot. I remember. Recommend breaking levels into worlds. I 50 levels. 49. Okay. I 10 should 30 levels is... How bad would it feel if there's 50 levels in this game? 10 to 30 levels is one world. Then recommend each world be a different color and have a different soundtrack. This allows the player to feel like they are progressing instead of beating levels endlessly. Cool. Recommend removing the requirement to attack and either require you to face or allow players to hold the weapon. The timing the weapon is mostly frustrating, adds little to nothing to gameplay. Really want to keep it, I recommend hard mode. Yeah. All right. The blocks need more design variety and should be clear in what they do. The intro, you understand them, but once you hit a level with 3 of them, you can't remember which one kills you, which one teleports you, and which one disappears. Animations. Recommend the one-way / three-way block. Only have one outline. The block that kills you have a skull on it. And maybe a animated frame / timer on the one that disappears. So if it's like every it'll have like 3 lines on it, and then like those disappear as you move. I think that'd be really cool and really cool on it. When your character appears in a new level, the user, we'll call him player. I don't know why I keep saying user. The player must scan the level to find them as they blend in with the rest of the game. Recommend adding an animation or some sort of variety to the player to make them easy to find. When the portal appears, you have the same problem. Recommend sound and animation to make it clearer and easier to find. Delete is spelled delete, not delete. I think that's everything we have in here. Music option, blocks, add a timer 2 times. Moves, turn around, hard mode, no, hold on. Yeah, sweet. Those are all my thoughts. Like I said, these are available if you want them. These are posted in the R Play My Game in my personal thread, and they're always available over on stream, online or offline. All you have to do is do !VGRT. Sweet. All right. Yeah, man, we've been live longer than I wanted. Not longer than I wanted, but we spent a long time on that game, which is like a really good sign. But all right. Over back to this guy real quick. We're going to be doing a truncated version. We're going to stop recording.